Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video, and it's time. It's that time of year again. Wrestlemania was technically it was today, but you know, it's technically last night, however you want to call it. And I actually managed to stay up to watch the kickoff show was 2 hours. So I watched a good 6 out of the 7 hours live. From 4 till 5 I was just gone. I had to turn it off and watch it just now, which I have done. And it's time for my Wrestlemania reactions and to go through each match by match, and tell you what I thought of it. So we'll start off in the pre-show, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Matt Hardy eliminates Baron Corbin to win the Battle Royal. And I actually said, Matt Hardy, I'd like to see him win it. And he did go ahead and win it. And, you know, I'm happy for him. I think he definitely deserves to be in the title frame for something. Or, you know, maybe we're waiting for Jeff to come back. He might have something with him. I don't know. But we saw Bray Wyatt come back and help him out. Don't know what's going to happen there. You know, as if Bray Wyatt wasn't broken before, he now seems a little even more broken than he was before he came into the Lake of Reincarnation. We then had the Cruiserweight Championship match, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. And Cedric Alexander did indeed defeat Mustafa Ali, which I was happy about. Thought Mustafa would have been booked to take it, but no, Cedric did take that one. The fact that they put the Cruiserweight title on the kickoff show says a lot about it. The fact that they brought the Cruiserweight Championship back was great, but the way they're doing with it is, the way they gave it its own show, I just don't think that's worked. And, you know, I rarely watch 205 live, so, a bit of a shame, really. There's a lot of good, talented guys on the roster, but what can you do? There isn't really much you can do. The next one then was the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Naomi eliminates Bayley. A little bit of a weird one. You know, Sasha and Bayley take out a load of people, and then Bayley eliminates Sasha Banks, turns around, realises Naomi was never eliminated. Naomi takes it. I don't like seeing Bayley or Sasha or Naomi take it. But Naomi, I think she had a good push last year. Whether she's in for another shot for a title, I'm not too sure. But, yeah, the match itself was pretty mediocre. But it's on the kickoff show. They're not supposed to be the greatest matches. And then we move on to the main show. So we start off with the Intercontinental Championship triple threat match. Miz going in as champion versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. And I didn't mind Seth or Finn. I would have liked to have seen Finn. I thought they would have booked Finn, but they booked Seth Rollins just because why not make the three horsemen of the WWE roster right now? That's Roman Reigns, that's Dean Ambrose, who's currently injured, but I'm pretty sure if he wasn't, he'd be in the fray somewhere, and Seth Rollins. All three of them now Grand Slam champions. The match itself was actually pretty entertaining. You know, it was a good match. I rated this one. Good way to kick off the show. And a good new IC champion. Obviously, The Miz, I was talking to someone last night about it. She said, well, it'd be very hard to see Miz winning it because he might be taking a break to look after his newborn child with, obviously, Maurice back home. On to the next bout then. It was the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, the champion, did indeed defeat Asuka. And a lot of people who thought Asuka was going to beat Charlotte, well, you need your heads checking, my friends, because Charlotte is the golden girl, okay? She's Ric Flair's daughter. She is the prodigal daughter. You know, every women's championship, she got the Divas Championship, she's had NXT Women's Championship, she's had SmackDown Women's Championship and the Raw's Women's Championship. This woman's won a lot of titles during her time in WWE. It's only been for a few years as well. And very, very impressive against Asuka. You know, I think Asuka at the end showed a very good sign of respect. You know, gets the microphone. Charlotte was ready for Asuka. The undefeated streak of Asuka is now gone, but WWE don't like streaks anymore. The way they're booking some of these matches were a little bit weird. But again, the SmackDown Women's Championship, I thought, you know what? Charlotte retained. Charlotte is a great champion. Asuka would have been a great champion, but that would mean that'd be the Women's Championship being on Raw until when and if they had a rematch or Asuka was drafted to SmackDown. So, I could see it happening, and yeah, I was actually pretty happy with that. It was a good match. Didn't really mind who won, but Charlotte, good champion. Hopefully we'll get some more feuds in her time. On to the next one then. It was for the United States Championship. Now this, oh my god. This one really got me. I was annoyed with this one. Okay, you had Randy Orton, Rusev, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal. And I'm pretty sure this one was not for the fans, not for the company. This was for PR. Jinder Mahal walks away with the US Championship. Now, WWE know how much, or Vince McMahon knows how much we did not like Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion. Now, they put Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion as PR to gain more Arabian and Indian fans when they went over there for the tour. And we know in April they've got another Saudi Arabia tour with a big 50-man Royal Rumble on every championship being defended there. Only makes sense that they have an Arabian/Indian as champion. Now, out of luck, I thought this was Rusev's time. Freaking Rusev Day! Rusev Day! But no, freaking Jinder Mahal steals it, and I'm not happy with it. You know, I thought Randy might have taken it, I wouldn't have cared. But I just don't rate Jinder Mahal as a freaking wrestler. I really don't like him. The way they've pushed him from being a nobody to WWE champion. No actual progression there. Wasn't happy with that. Just for PR. If this is for PR again, it's not a good move. You know, there's other countries that they tour to that haven't had a champion. Why do they have to have the champion from that area? I don't know. We had a good 6 months of Jinder Mahal being WWE champion. Was that not long enough for PR? I don't know. If he's asking for this, just let the man go. He'll go over to TNA or Ring of Honor or Independent and he'll do fine. But I don't want to see him as US champion. Nothing against the guy. I don't rate him as a wrestler. I don't rate him as a performer. And it just really got under my skin, that one. But we moved on. And we had Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Another one which was pretty unsurprising. You know, why would they book Ronda Rousey for her first match to lose with Kurt Angle? They wouldn't. And I feel a bit sorry for Triple H. You know, this is 3 straight losses at WrestleMania. He lost to Roman Reigns to make him look better. He lost to Seth Rollins to make him look better. And unfortunately, him and his wife Stephanie, who I really don't like. There's something about Stephanie that I've never really clicked. Her face is very horse-like. Nothing against horses or anything, but I just don't really like her as a woman or the commissioner. But she's part of the family, and I guess that happens. You know, ever since they had that authority thing with Seth Rollins, I just wasn't a big fan of that. It was a good performance from Ronda Rousey, actually. It was a pretty entertaining match. You know, Kurt Angle looked pretty good. Triple H looks even better than... You know, this guy is like huge. He's even bigger than he was when he was a full-time competitor in WWE. And I just feel a bit sorry for him, really, that he's now being used as a stepping stone to look bad in the ring. You know, it's one of these nostalgia matches to help Ronda Rousey get on her feet. Let's make her kick the hell out of the commissioner, kick the hell out of the COO, and give her the win. I would have thought, I genuinely thought that Triple H might have had a stand with this one and said, you know what, I want to take the win. But it's Ronda frickin' Rousey, and Ronda frickin' Rousey ain't going to sit there and go, you know what, this is my first match, I'll lose it. Yeah, so again, another unpredictable one. Another very predictable one, sorry. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. One that once again, after the lead up for this last couple of months, was very obvious to predict. Bludgeon Brothers take the titles away from the Usos and the New Day. It was a pretty decent match, but again, I'm happy that they got this. I think the whole New Day thing where they were tag team champions for a whole of a long time was very overused. You know, I think the whole New Day gimmick, I love the New Day gimmick, but to have them champions again, just wasn't really feeling it. I love the Usos. I think they've been very much underused. I think they should have been in the tag team championship fights a lot more often than they were. But the Bludgeon Brothers, these two guys, I think their talents were somewhat wasted within the Wyatt family, and now they're part of this new Bludgeon Brothers. You know, Luke Harper, he's in an exceptional physical fitness. You know, he's definitely trimmed up, and you know, he actually looks really, really good physically in the ring now. And Eric Rowan, you know, he's toned up again, and it's great to see them in that tag team championship role and within the tag team championship and mixing it up. But then, you know, I think it was I can't remember what match. I think it might have been a match or so after. And they actually have grades for some of these matches here. A- was for the Women's Championship SmackDown. Yeah, that was pretty good. Intercontinental A, yeah, that was pretty good. A C for the United States. Yeah, I would probably say that. An A for Ronda Rousey. Yeah, I probably agree with that as well. A C for SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I didn't think the match was that bad. Just a little bit predictable. And a C- for this next one. John Cena obviously there as a fan. Referee comes down the ramp. I can't remember what match. I think it might have been after either the US or the women's tag or the women's fight. And he goes running up the ramp, comes down in his gear, you know, ready for the match, and the lights go black. The lights come on, or the what you normally have for the Undertaker's entrance, and Elias freaking Sampson comes out. Now, this made me chuckle, because I was one of the ones that thought, you know what, I don't think Undertaker will show. Elias comes down, starts singing his stupid freaking songs. I love Elias as a wrestler, but I don't like this whole gimmick he has. Has a bout with John Cena. John Cena annihilates him, takes him on, goes to the top of the ramp, and of course the lights go black again. In the ring appears a hat and here gloves and a long trench coat. The lightning comes down from the ceiling and is gone. The gong chimes. Out comes the Undertaker. About a 15 freaking minute build up to it, and 2 minutes and the match is over. Undertaker wipes the floor with John Cena, and this was very sad for me. Okay, I thought if we're going to see Taker versus Cena, it'd be, you know, two immortals of the company going head to head for possibly the last time, both of them. It's a shame with the Undertaker, because I think I think this should have been his last performance. You know, he looked pretty good in physical shape, but if you haven't got the stamina or anything to have them good, like, high caliber matches anymore, then hang up the boots, say your goodbyes. You know, thanks for the memories, but it's time to say goodbye to Undertaker. You know, he's well into his 50s now. If his body isn't up to it, then we're going to have to accept that. And, you know, maybe he can come back one day as a general manager or something. I don't know. But a bit disappointing. Hence, it's only got a grade C on this website. And I wasn't... You know, he's just had hip surgery, 53 years old. You know, last year Undertaker looked awful. You know, he was really not good. And this match really wasn't that good either. A little bit of a shame for The Undertaker, but again, there's not really much you can do. The next one was Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Bryan and McMahon win. Start the match, they get jumped by Sami and Kevin. You know, halfway through the match, Daniel Bryan comes back, save a pinfall. I don't know what's going to happen to Sami and Kevin. I'm guessing that they might go over back to Raw, or some sort of stipulation change is going to happen. I wouldn't like to see them both gone. I'm pretty sure they're both very good in-ring competitors. You know, we have to move on from the John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton days and move on to this next generation now with the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, the Dean Ambrose, and all that lot. They've got to be the people that hold this company together. You know, we can't rely on John Cena anymore. We can't rely on The Undertaker anymore. And the match was okay. I wasn't a huge fan. You know, I'm not really sure how I feel about Daniel Bryan coming back. I feel like it's moved on past him. I just don't really see him as a wrestler anymore. But whether he'll go full time or not, we don't know. Would I like to see him go full time? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depending. It's tricky. But the match itself was okay, I guess. It was kind of meh. They got a B grade on this website. Probably about right. I'd maybe give it a B minus, B around that. Nothing more than a B. But yeah, the match it was alright. But I'm just not sure I want to see Shane McMahon in the ring because his in-ring ability is pretty tripe. But on to the next one then. It was for the Raw Women's Championship. Nia Jax defeating Alexa Bliss. My girl Alexa Bliss loses the championship. And probably for the right thing. Because there's been a load of things going around. Body shaming. You know, this woman Nia Jax. A big, powerful woman. A lot of body shaming from fans. And, you know, all for her life. And she stands up for us bigger people. Takes her down. You know, maybe... I feel that a lot of people don't have a connection with Nia Jax because she's always been used as this big old woman, comes down the ramp, squashes someone and goes back up. She's never had really a proper storyline until now. She's always been the one that helps out Alexa Bliss or, you know, just squashing people. Now we got an actual storyline. She can become a heel or a face. Pretty sure she's going to stay face for a while against Alexa Bliss. I'm not sure how Alexa Bliss would go if she was a face. I think she makes a pretty good heel, so I think they'll keep them the way they are for now. The match got a B minus here. I don't think it was that bad. But then again, a lot of people might not like Nia Jax, but if you don't, that's a fucking disgrace, and you should all freaking die, because that woman is very special. She means a lot to the company. She does a lot for us bigger people. Not everyone is in good physical shape. There is no ideal shape. Shame on all you that body shame. But then moving on to WWE Championship match. AJ Styles defeats Shinsuke Nakamura. Now this one was, very, very interesting. AJ Styles, the match was okay. It wasn't as high tempo as I thought it might be. You know, both of them going at it. AJ Styles retains. A little bit predictable. But then what happened afterwards was really the turning point that kind of surprised me. You know, AJ Styles goes out, helps up Shinsuke Nakamura, and he squares him in the nuts, Shinsuke. Poor AJ Styles is there, left, writhing in pain. He's kicked to the outside. Kinshasa outside. Looks like Shinsuke is going to go to a heel. AJ Styles is going to go to face. I think it might be needed for both of them. Especially Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel like he would make a pretty good heel. You know, he's kind of got this sadistic, twisted mindset. I think they could do something with that. And, you know, I think in due course, I think Shinsuke will be WWE WWE Champion. Just not this WrestleMania, unfortunately for him. I'd have loved to see him take it. But two very experienced competitors going at it. Some will call it a dream match. A little bit disappointing with the match, but what can you do? It's WWE, and it's out of our control. But moving on to the weirdest match of all the evening. The Raw Tag Team Championship match. Braun Strowman comes down. You know, actually, I'll start off with the entrance for Sheamus and Cesaro. I think that was pretty good. They had like this whole float come down and all these people in big old bobbleheads and they make their way down the ring. Braun Strowman comes out, all these guys with these costumes on go running like this. Oh, you know, he pushes the bloody cart off like he usually does. He doesn't like vehicles, Braun Strowman. He goes to the ring and says, "You want to know who my partner is? It's one of you." Goes out to the WWE audience, quite clearly knows who he's been told to choose. I'm pretty sure this kid, you know, he picks him out, called Nicholas. Pretty sure he's part of the Make-A-Wish scheme, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And basically tells him to stand there on the apron, and I'll give him these hands. And he does tag him in at one point, but the kid looks terrified against Cesaro, and obviously they're not going to make a 10-year-old fight against a 37-year-old performer in the ring. So they take him out again, and Braun Strowman finishes the job and is now the tag team champion. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel they used Braun Strowman as a freaking laughingstock. You know, utilise this man. Tag team champion with Nicholas. What the hell is going on? You know, I just don't understand what is going on. I had enough of Sheamus and Cesaro. I don't like the whole gimmick, the bar. And I freaking love Braun Strowman. You know, he's a great performer. But why with Nicholas? People thought it could have been Big Show. It could have been anyone. You know, it could have been Samoa Joe. But no. It's freaking Nicholas. Goddamn freaking Nicholas. Wow. Just freaking wow. But now, on to the main event of the evening. One that really, really did surprise me. Lesnar reigns. Lesnar walks out champion. I saw this today, and I was sat here, and I slammed the desk. What the heck is WWE booking going on for? Roman Reigns deserves this. He works his freaking ass off. He works his ass off for these people. He took a blow to the face when he busted open. And still, they take this part-timing bitch, Brock Lesnar, who's clearly said, I don't like WWE. I stay here because I get money and I'm good at it. Get this man out, send him back to the freaking octagon. I don't like him. The fans freaking love him because it's Roman Reigns. What is their problem with Roman Reigns? This guy works his ass off. He's at live events. He's on every fucking Monday Night Raw. What is their problem? Why they want Roman Reigns to be the top dog, but they didn't give him the Universal Championship at WrestleMania? I was so freaking confused. I was baffled. I thought, what is going on? I was shaking. I was like, what the heck is going on here? I was fuming. Absolutely furious that this part-timer is going to be fucking champion again. How long is this going to keep going for? Who do they want champion? You know, put Roman Reigns as champion. I don't want a part-timing idiot as champion. You know, and yes, Roman Reigns can put on a bloody good match. Okay, he sat there and took 7 F5s. 7 F5s. He got put through the freaking table. You know, this guy can have a match. We've seen what he can do with the WWE Championship. He's had some freaking awesome matches. And they just don't book him. And they keep booking purely because of Vince. Brock Lesnar is Vince's golden boy. He'll throw him money. He'll throw him the freaking cash. He'll throw him he would throw him his wife if he wanted to. He'd throw him Stephanie if he really wanted to. You know, have everything. Keep competing for us. I don't think anyone else likes him. I really don't. You know, who likes a part-timer in WWE? Absolutely no one. John Cena, part-timer. The fans don't like him. Why do all the fans like Brock Lesnar? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But it's Monday Night Raw tonight, and I guess we'll find out what's going to happen about that. And that was all the matches. What do I rate WrestleMania out of 10? I'd give it a 7 or an 8. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, the majority of the matches were good, but there's a couple of things that really did tick me off. But that is where we are going to leave this one then, guys. If you did enjoy, please remember to hit that like button down below. Let me know what you thought of WrestleMania in the comment section down below. Have your voice heard in the poll in the top right. It'll be a poll. Did you enjoy WrestleMania? It's a yes or no answer. Make your voice heard. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications down below. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay happy, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.